We moved into my great-aunt's farmhouse in the spring of 2017 when I was 10. She'd left it to us when she disappeared. No note, no warning. The place sat alone on 14 overgrown acres at the edge of town, hemmed in by tangled woods and a sluggish creek that whispered under the rickety footbridge. The house itself felt stitched together from different eras. A sagging 1930s core, a 1970s sunroom glued on the back, and a tiny attic nook that looked like it exploded out of nowhere. Every board and window frame seemed damp, even on the driest days. Moss crept up the foundation, and vines clawed at the stained glass. At night, the wind groaned through gaps in the walls, making it sound like the house was breathing. Our only neighbor was old Mr. Hawthorne, whose crooked property lay just beyond our northern fence. Some nights we'd hear his distant radio playing hymns too slow, and sometimes I thought I saw a pale figure standing by his broken swing set. Inside lived my cousins, Toby, the eldest at 12, who never spoke except in whispers, and twins Mara and Celia, 8 years old but scuttling across the floor like startled birds. Their mother, Helena, was always perfect, crisp dresses, neatly curled hair, and a smile that never quite reached her eyes. She claimed the house needed spiritual cleansing, though none of us really understood what that meant. From our first night, I heard footsteps overhead, even when the attic was empty. Doors would click shut on their own, and I'd find muddy footprints trailing from room to room. Toby hardly blinked at it, staring at me with those dark eyes and murmuring, "It remembers." One afternoon, Helena asked me to help in the parlor. The wallpaper peeled in tatters, revealing strange symbols etched into the plaster, circles and lines that looked like eyes and claws. She handed me a silver key with an odd shape, saying, "This unlocks what she left behind." My heart raced as I followed her up the narrow stairs to the attic hatch. Inside, dust motes danced in the weak sunlight. A lone wooden chest sat in the corner, bound with rope and tarnished brass. Helena placed the key in the lock. It turned with a harsh snap, and the lid creaked open on its own. Inside lay a leather-bound journal, its cover embossed with the same symbols, and beneath it, a small jar filled with dark, congealed liquid. She told me to read aloud the first line. My voice trembled as I spoke. I have fed her bones. A sudden draft slammed the attic door shut, plunging us into darkness. The jar rattled and I felt something brush my ankle, cold as death. I never finished the sentence. I bolted down the stairs, chest clattering behind me, and raced outside into the growing dusk. Helena stood in the doorway, her smile brighter than ever, murmuring, "Now she hears you." That night I lay wide-eyed in bed as the house breathed and sighed, whispering its hungry name. And somewhere in the tangled shadows of the woods, I heard a soft, patient echo calling back,